You're either a competitor or you're not. I embrace the competition. I think it's going to be fun.
Tua just has that innate God-given ability.
I say I'm running my own race. I can't look in another lane.
Michael Penix, Tua, prove to us that you're so much better than our expectation.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. At least one of the left-handed quarterbacks is playing this weekend. Tua expected to start Friday at the Dolphins. Welcome back, buddy. His preseason debut for the Falcons wasn't great. 3 of 5, 22 yards, had a fumble, although he didn't lose it. As for Michael Penix Jr., the former top 10 pick, bouncing back from yet another torn ACL. He will not play tomorrow at the Dolphins. The good news is he just got cleared for team drills. So the question is he actually closer to grabbing that starting gig week 1 or not? Time to check in with our NFL Network insider, one and only Ian Rappaport. Where do we stand with the Falcons on this right now?
We asked the question, Rose, is it possible Michael Penix Jr. could start without seeing preseason action? The answer is yes, there is a chance. Here's my understanding of where it stands for the Atlanta Falcons. Tua Tagovailoa had a big-time lead in this race, really was his for the taking. That was the hope, honestly, of the organization. They would come in, play well, take the starting job, and kind of move forward that way. Meanwhile, Michael Penix Jr. could just rehab, recover from that torn ACL, get back whenever healthy, then they would reassess at some point in the season. If a change needed to be made, they would make it. It just hasn't quite gone that way. Tua has been inconsistent in practice, was inconsistent in the game. It seems like he has been practicing better the last couple days, but the door is open for Michael Penix. We're going to be watching very closely how Tua does in that game tomorrow night. If it is a rough performance, the Falcons will have a fascinating choice they will have to make for the very, very talented Michael Penix.
Yeah, there's only a handful of teams out there, Ian, that have quarterback questions, and this is one of them. Maybe it's a Kevin Stefanski thing. He leaves Cleveland to go to Atlanta. He's like, wait, you've got to be kidding me. We don't have a guy who's figured it out quite yet. Tua last year did start 14 games down there, his final season in Miami. Michael Penix was the dude until he tore his ACL yet again, and Kirk Cousins took out the remainder of the snaps. All right, guys, how is this going to play out right now? Do you guys think that actually Michael Penix Jr. could be the guy without taking a preseason snap coming off injury?
When you're in the locker room and you hear a guy's cleared for 11-on-11 football, it doesn't actually mean that he's cleared to play in an NFL game. So we got to make sure that you get that aspect of it, too. You may be cleared for practice reps and to do things where guys aren't allowed to touch you, guys can't get around your legs, just to get a feel for it. But when you're in that game and it's live, that's a completely different deal, and the ACL takes a little bit longer. So if he is cleared for 11-on-11, I could see Michael Penix starting. But if he's not cleared for 11-on-11, that's the reason you went and traded for Tua Tagovailoa, to go in and be that guy so you're not going out with just anybody, right? And so, to me, I think this is Michael Penix's job. We heard what Ian Rappaport talked about, the inconsistency of Tua. So, to me, Michael Penix, you got to get healthy, and they need you.
Yeah, and I mean, you bring up great points, and obviously the doctors are really going to be the ones that ultimately decide when he's ready to go. But if he is cleared for contact, I mean, you have to remember, this guy played a lot of college football. He played games last year, started games last year, so he has experience. At the end of the day, if he's cleared for contact, I'm putting him out there week 1. I think Tua has had plenty of time to go take this job, take the starting job, show the Falcons coaching staff and front office that you can be the guy. And he just hasn't done that throughout the preseason. He's been inconsistent, a little lethargic. He had the fumble, in his first series, where, to me, Michael Penix, he showed a lot of great things on tape last year when he was out there starting games. So if he's cleared and he's ready to go come week 1, it's your job, Michael.
Okay, but in 20 seconds, tell me this. What's your gut tell you about Michael Penix and his ability at the NFL level? Quick.
We got to find out, right? And no one's going to know better than Matt Ryan, but I want to find out now. If he's cleared, he's my starter week 1.
Okay.
You know me. Play him. Play the young guys.
I like that. We'll have in-progress highlights of the Friday. Former league MVP Josh Allen apparently getting the night off. Kind of. But wait till you hear about his role this evening. And with that, we welcome you. This is Game Day Kickoff, live from our NFL Network studios in Los Angeles. That is Super Bowl champion Brock Osweiler. That is Super Bowl radio announcer.
Don't do all that. Just do
Come
it right.
on.
Just
Come on.
Just do it right.
Come on, MJD. I'm Chris. Don't leave.
Super Bowl champion.
Champion's a champion. He's
Thank
got the
you.
ring.
Doesn't matter
He's
whether
got
it's
the
on the
ring.
field or in the booth.
It doesn't matter.
Our first opportunity to work with you. Welcome.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Good.
Great slate of ball tonight.
We've got a lot to talk about, too.
A lot of quarterback stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of preseason football on the ESPN families, if you will. Told you about Bills and Steelers. Top of the hour, 7 o'clock Eastern. Then at 8
Battle
on
of the
ESPN. The app. Let's not. One of them plays in Vegas.
Yeah, it's still Oakland, though.
Can you at least hang with
Battle
me?
of the Bay.
10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. The Battle of L.A., which MJD will be calling on radio between the Rams and the Chargers.
Super Bowl champion.
As for what the Steelers are doing at quarterback, right now let's send it out to Buffalo, where ESPN's Brooke Pryor is standing by.
Chris, Mike McCarthy said the preseason finale focus is on the young guys. That would be Will Howard and Drew Aller. Aller was one of the first Steelers out of the tunnel here at Highmark Stadium. He took a lap around the field a little around 4:30, and then a bit after 5 o'clock, Howard and Aller were the two Steelers quarterbacks who were warming up on the field, throwing passes to some of their wide receivers. Mason Rudolph was out here, but pretty much as an equipment manager, passing the footballs to those two guys. Now, the plan is for those two to be the primary quarterbacks tonight. In fact, it could be Drew Aller starting, followed by Will Howard, a reverse of a week ago. And we could see all four quarterbacks make the roster, something that Mike McCarthy said will not hinder any of their development. Chris?
Brooke, thank you very much. So no Josh Allen on the field tonight. He will be on the sidelines in Buffalo with a headset. Pretty customary this time of year. But the former MVP possibly gets to live out a dream as a play caller?
I'd like to think that I'm a pretty balanced play caller, but I feel like as a quarterback, you kind of know the plays that are the plays that you want to get to. I feel like those would come off the call sheet very early.
If you're Kyle Allen, you're hearing that voice in your head. What are you thinking, dude?
You're saying throw the ball. Like we don't need to be balanced. Let's air it out. Come on, let me spin it.
I wish they'd let me call the plays. I think I would be pretty decent. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's really just
what do we call it? Inside power?
No, I'm just looking at it. First and second down, play number 1. We're gonna call this one. Figure out, does it do well? Mark it up. 3rd and 8.
This is not helping your resume.
That's all we got to do.
I think it's fun. I'm excited to see it. Does he stay balanced? I think he's going to air it out for Kyle.
Sarah, can we take one more shot at MJD real quickly? You got to hold the thing up to your face if you're going to do it.
Yeah, you got to hide the mic.
Hide the whole thing.
Yeah.
Actually, can you hide more of your face while you're at it?
Get it up there.
There goes my.
Yeah.
See, I lost. I'm confused where my single is.
Of course you are.
You know how it goes.
Preseason for everybody out there. Not sure who called this play for the Raiders last week. The result, though, this is fine.
Oh.
But the pickoff was not great. By number 1 overall pick, Fernando Mendoza. He did throw a pick 6 against Houston during an 8-for-15 evening. Big news for the Raiders this week was that, running back Ashton Jeanty suffered an injury. We think it's a low ankle sprain. We're not so sure. They don't have to be honest with everybody during the preseason. Does that affect who might get the call to start week 1 for the Raiders at quarterback?
Absolutely not. It really does not matter if Ashton Jeanty's in the backfield come week 1. And I know there's really high expectations around Jeanty in year 2. Rebuilt offensive line, new play caller. But I think that this staff in Las Vegas has a ton of confidence in their 4th-round pick, the rookie out of Arkansas, Mike Washington. He's shown some fantastic things in preseason. He's drawn high praise from the coaching staff from what he's done in practice. So I think they have a lot of confidence in him. And you have to remember, he played for a subpar team at Arkansas last year in the country's toughest conference. And he was a second-team All-SEC player. He's big, he's physical, but he also has home run speed. So I think they have a good 1-2 punch. It'll have no indication on which quarterback's in the backfield come week 1.
By the way, we expect that Fernando Mendoza is going to get the call and see a lot of playing time tonight. You can check it out once again at 8 o'clock Eastern on the ESPN app. As for the nightcap here on NFL Network, Rams and Chargers, and the Rams actually made a move today. They brought back that guy, wide receiver Tutu Atwell, in a deal from Miami in exchange for running back Jarquez Hunter. All right, MJD.
Yes.
What's this mean for the Rams?
This is huge for the Rams. I'm super excited to see Tutu Atwell back. He's their deep threat, a guy that can really take the top off the defense. They haven't had that, and they were kind of looking for some young guys to kind of step in and do that. You bring Tutu Atwell back. We don't have to teach him the offense. I say we because we are together.
I was going to say.
We don't have to teach him the offense. He comes in. He's ready to go. Yeah. And the most important thing is he's healthy. And a couple years ago, he had banged up with a shoulder injury, kind of messed up the rotation a little bit. But this was last year against the Colts, wins the game. He had some huge catches throughout the course of the season. Even though he didn't play a ton, he still made some big-time plays for the Rams and a guy that is very reliable. So I'm sure they're as happy as I am. This play here, this was on that first game where they lost in overtime to the Niners. That was in the fourth quarter to make it. But look at that catch off his shoelaces.
Yeah. Reliable, but big playability.
No question.
Nice pickup.
Averages nearly 15 yards per catch throughout his career.
Who doesn't want that?
Yeah. And runs about a 4.40. Pretty impressive stuff. All right, when we come back, big question down in Atlanta. Which one of these Tua quarterbacks? Game day kickoff taking you up to the Bills and the Steelers. No Aaron Rodgers, no Josh Allen tonight, but plenty of good backup. Interesting battles. Will Howard, Drew Aller, they both going to stick on the team? We'll find out. As for the Atlanta Falcons, who's going to be that starting quarterback?